Hello everyone and welcome back. I am the Sovereign and this is my court. If this is your first time in attendance, welcome. How is this your first time in attendance? But please consider hitting the subscribe button so that you can come back for future topics, discussions, and of course the pageant queens that we love. So the cycle has begun itself yet again, and we are here to discuss Miss Universe Philippines. They have just revealed this year's edition of contestants, and we have some old faces, some new faces, some veteran queens coming back, and I'm excited to talk about all the things that we have to look forward to. Now, just so you're aware, I do have a window open in here because it is a beautiful day in the kingdom. So if you hear any background noise, people walking around or cars or birds or cats or dogs or whatever, it's because I have a window open, okay? But I'm hoping it doesn't mess up our audio too much. Back to the queens. Some people do get very jealous that I pay so much attention to the Miss Universe Philippines competition. And I want you guys to understand and see what I'm seeing. The Philippines really sets the standard for what good pageantry looks like. Not only do they put on quality performances, their women, their contestants really do take the competition entirely seriously. You guys have seen me in previous videos where I can clearly tell some of these women treat pageantry as like some sort of weekend hobby. They show up unprepared, unprepped, their styling hasn't been done, their hair is like a mess. This is something to be taken seriously. And the Philippines and Thailand, I'm not discounting you, these two countries, both of those Asian nations, do really well in giving pageantry the seriousness that is required to win and be considered a powerhouse nation. I do want to place a disclaimer for future contestants, people who may think in the future you might want to participate in this very beautiful, glamorous world. I see the same thing you see. I love pageantry for the glitz and the glam and the fabulosity and the women that we love. I love all of this beauty that we get to see on screen. However, do not let your eyes deceive you. As fun and beautiful as this world may seem, pageantry is not for the faint of heart. Pageantry looks very glitz and glam, but you have to be willing to accept the good and bad of what it means to truly be a representative and be a pageant queen. There's a lot of stress put upon these women. There's a lot of very high expectations, rigorous training. That's why I say this country in particular really does do its due diligence in giving pageantry the seriousness that is required. You should not be joining any serious Miss Universe, Miss Earth, Miss Grand pageant without truly understanding the ramifications that you may face while participating. These women, though it seems like a lot of fun, live under the public eye and scrutiny of not only their own countries, but the entire world. People will dig into your background, people will dig into your history. You will be criticized and critiqued. And if you are not the type of person that enjoys that, kind of like the way I enjoy it, when I participate in sports, I want people to tell me what I need to improve on. If you are not the type of person that enjoys that type of spotlight and criticism, and sometimes you're gonna have to deal with naughty fans and people all up in your business and taking pictures of you when you don't like it or following you around, if you cannot deal with that, you should not be participating in pageantry, no matter how beautiful it may seem, no matter how much you may love the crowns and the outfits and whatever. It is not a place where you really want to play games. If you want to play pageantry, go do a regional Miss Pumpkin Patch Queen or something. Stay out of the Miss Universe area, stay out of Miss Earth, stay out of Miss Grand. Don't do it. So for the women who we have vying for the title of Miss Universe Philippines, they know what they signed up for. And I'm hoping we can spot some diamonds in the rough before they really reveal their true glitz and shine. The first thing I saw of the new contestants for Miss Universe Philippines was this, number one, their headshot. They took very basic headshots, and I can tell that clearly Miss Universe Philippines has upped their camera game. They are shooting in 4K, and it's really revealing a lot of things on these women that it's good that we're seeing it now so they can correct it in the future, but I was a bit taken aback. A lot of people's headshot, I think, didn't necessarily show their true beauty. You got to be really careful when you're shooting in 4K. I am not currently shooting in 4K, and the way that you're seeing me on camera is much more reflective of how I truly look versus shooting in 4K, which is honestly over detailed. You see a lot more than what the human eye naturally would conceptualize. You would see like pores and wrinkles and blemishes a lot more clearly on a 4K camera than even what the human eye would perceive, I think. So I saw the headshots taken with 4K, and it was showing some people's makeup wasn't entirely blended. It just didn't look good for honestly most people. So I would say Miss Universe Philippines, be careful with the quality of camera that you're shooting with, because it doesn't really give the best representation of the beauty of some of these ladies. Because once I saw them live, like on stage, a lot of them are giving so much more beauty than what I saw in their photos. So you don't wreck their photos. Like, I know a lot of people think high quality camera is the best, but that's also why we have to do the airbrushing and stuff, not necessarily overdo it with Photoshop, but to just kind of tone down the overemphasized detail that 4K cameras like to present. And this also struck another thing that I saw with the Miss Universe Philippines contestants this year. Now, this can be a good and bad thing. The videos that these girls, you know, did, kind of introducing themselves, we saw them speaking, which I love. I love to hear the girls speak because it does matter. But once again, the camera quality really emphasized some things and showed some things that I don't think we would have saw otherwise. Everybody needs teeth whitening strips. Everybody needs teeth whitening strips, except for the few of you who were okay that clearly had veneers, which is fine. I was a little bit shocked to just see how much that 4K camera brought out some of the imperfections that need to be addressed. And I'm just like, I'm not pointing out much of anybody, because quite honestly, everybody needs it. And it is important when you are a spokeswoman, you're gonna be opening your mouth a lot. Like a lot. People are gonna be seeing you smile, you're gonna see people face to face. And Miss Universe is a United States run organization. So as an American citizen, I can tell you right now, you cannot have like off-white teeth. You can't be rocking yellow teeth if you're gonna be living in New York City, taking photos, walking red carpets. So I'm letting the ladies know right now, most everybody had the same problem. So maybe we just go through some teeth whitening and then we'll be okay. All right. Now, I do want to talk about the women that, to me, clearly stood out, like boom, right from the get-go. I'm already eyeballing them, and understand these competitors I'm about to nitpick. I'm nitpicking them because their flaws are so minuscule. There's not much to fix on these women, and it's these minuscule imperfections that are really going to set a woman over the edge into becoming the next Miss Universe Philippines. It is of the highest honor and complete compliment if you see me having to nitpick a contestant. It means that overall, she's likely a very good competitor, and she only has minor fixes to make in order to supersede the rest of the girls. If I'm not nitpicking a contestant or completely ignoring a contestant, that means she has so many issues or things that need to be fixed or so much training to go through that it's not really a plausible capability for her to attain a crown right now. So I don't even bother like nitpicking her on any level whatsoever, whether it be macro or micro. I just don't even say anything, because at this point, even in the beginning stages of a competition, I can just tell based on where other women are setting the bar and where other women are starting off at, that there's just no way for them to close that gap in the amount of time they have. Some aspects of pageantry can only be learned over a long period of time. I cannot instill a good level of speaking ability in a woman in like 3 months' time. I cannot inject that amount of confidence. Well, okay, maybe I can, because I'm really good at injecting confidence. Like, that's my own personal skill. But most of the time, confidence, if it's legitimate, must be grown. And it's a process. It takes time. It's like a plant, so you can't rush that. So certain women, if I'm nitpicking them, take it as a compliment, sis, because that means you have a chance, and I'm just trying to get you over the edge to nab the crown. All right, the standouts that I'm seeing off jump. Number one, BOHOL. She is a veteran queen, and honestly, I'm gonna do a full video just discussing her herself, because I think that there's some interesting aspects about Pauline that everybody can learn from. And honestly, she's so close to being a fully fledged Miss Universe Philippines. Like, it almost baffles me how I feel like there's maybe a tiny bit of mismanagement happening with Pauline, because she is so close, and this is her third time. So I think she's an interesting competitor. She's gonna get a video all by herself. But for right now, you guys know for sure she's somebody that's standing out to me. Baguio City. Are all the women in Baguio like this? Like, are all of them like stunning and cute and glossy and flexy and beautiful? And like, are they, because I didn't expect to get 2 Baguios in a row that just looked this glorious and amazing and stunning. Like, I really like Baguio. I think she needs a little bit more confidence, but right out of the gate, she's catching my eye. Zambales, CJ. A lot of people reminded me and remembered that during the Miss Grand competition, I absolutely loved CJ. This is a woman that does not need to be injected with any bit of confidence. She's got it. Please, for the love of God, do not water her down when I say this. I am not saying she needs to be watered down at all. Let CJ be CJ. She's amazing for that. What I will say about CJ is, number one, her styling needs to be consistent. This is the Philippines, and Filipinos in particular are a stickler for the looks. You cannot be caught slipping when it comes to looks, and CJ's not the only one I'm going to say this about, and she's by no means like bad styling. I'm saying if you want to be Miss Universe Philippines, all your looks have to be perfect. Your hair has to be stunning. Everything better be on fleek. And hair in particular, I saw something that I was like, CJ's hair is better than that. Do not disrespect CJ. She has the confidence. She has the slay. I would like to see CJ have much more consistent, elegant styling and elegant presentation, because I know she's a feisty competitor, which is fine. Do not water that down. I'm saying that again. Hello, motorcycle. Like, bro, respect, but I'm busy. I'll come ride with you in a minute. Gosh. Anyways, but I do want to see a little bit more elegance come from CJ without watering down the feistiness. You keep that mix. Do not make her less than what she is, because she's fabulous. But when she's doing the flex and the flaunt, I would like a little bit more subtlety and grace and airiness and whimsicability and all that. Like, I'm nitpicking CJ because I know she's capable of it and I know she's a good competitor. So these little tweaks may set her over the edge to becoming our next Miss Universe Philippines. Makati, welcome back, Makati. Now, Makati hasn't been giving all the feisty fury that I'm used to, but I do not underestimate Makati, because we all know, as I said last year, Makati's disrespectful as hell, like in the best way though. Makati is threatening when she wants to be. I was a little bit disheartened when I first saw Makati. She was doing the speaking portion, that little video that's uploaded on Instagram on Miss Universe Philippines. I saw her speaking and she had extensions in her hair. And I know it's a Filipina thing. You guys love that long, straight black hair. You guys have done it to BOHOL last year. It doesn't work for everybody. It does not work for everybody. When you guys did it to BOHOL, I was like aghast, because it's not for her. I know that's the standard Filipina like thing and it looks great on some people. BOHOL is not the woman that works on. Makati, I could see the extensions through her layers and it just looked off for her face. She has such an iconic like cut, and it works so well for her that I'm like, why would you ever want to change it and make yourself look like the rest of the competitors and just like not stand out? It works so well for her. And when I saw that they did the press presentation, sort of TV presentation of the girls, Makati had switched back to her standard like blunt cut, which works so well for her. Do not touch that girl's hair again, okay? I get experimentation. It didn't work. Leave her alone. Right now, my overall front runner, like, it's not even fair that you girls should have to be subjected to competing with this woman, Samantha, representing Cavite. I feel bad. Honestly, it's not fair. It's not fair that these new girls have to go up against Samantha. Number one, Samantha was the former representative for Miss Grand and she did not make finals. Robbery. You guys remember I had shown Mom and it made no sense that Samantha did not make finals during Miss Grand. So she's here to redeem herself and she deserves it because she's such a good competitor and I did not understand why she was not allowed to move forward. I have listened to Samantha with her speaking ability. Number one, Samantha, like when it comes to physical presentation, when it comes to slayage, when it comes to looks, Samantha kills the game. Her outfits, her makeup, her hair, her styling is always on point. She looks like a Miss Universe Philippines already. I hear her speak. Samantha has a calmness, a grace, and elegance. She is not uncomfortable. And that's very important if you are going to be a crowned queen. Your job is to present in front of the public and to be endearing to an audience. You cannot show yourself to be fearful in front of the people who are there to show their support. You cannot be a queen and be fearful of your subjects. Like, to an extent you should, because let's not be dictators, but they're looking for you to be an authority figure. If you cannot walk that way, you don't deserve a crown. Samantha definitely presents with authority. And she's the type of woman that walks into a building and just everybody comes to silence. Everybody just starts looking at her. She has the ability to captivate an audience, which is the purpose of the beauty portion of a pageant competition, is to put a beautiful woman in a room and everybody suddenly just stare at her like moths to a flame. They need to just be attracted to her. And then once they get to her and they're paying attention to her, she's able to impart some knowledge, something to say, some sort of revelation. That is the purpose of the beauty of these women is to kind of hypnotize those around them. Samantha's the best at it. She truly is ahead of the pack, and it feels really unfair, especially when she's going up against women who have competed BOHOL 3 times. Like, I want to support the women that I know. I know BOHOL, I know Makati, not personally. I'm saying I have experience watching them compete, but for these women to be, even CJ, like I have high hopes for CJ and I wanted to see her in Miss Universe Philippines, but for these veteran queens to be going up against Samantha, Samantha's setting the bar and she's setting it very, very, very high. So other women, you have got to step it up. And I'm going to go down the list of other women that caught my eye. There's a few critiques here and there. And I don't only want to pay attention to the veteran queens, the top 5 that we know are going to do really well. There's other women that deserve a little attention. So let's talk about them too. Agasan del Norte. You guys know I don't know how to pronounce anything properly. Like, I try every year and we enjoy laughing at my mess ups. And it's fine. Go ahead and criticize me. I can take it. So, Agasan del Norte, she has potential. She has a level of comfortability on the stage that I really like. And her overall look is giving Miss Universe Philippines. So, I'm like watching her. I'm keeping an eye. We'll have to see what she brings during performance, but I was watching her face. During just this brief walk, I'm able to see who kind of stands out and who's going to do really well on stage and who really isn't. And just from that brief walk, she was utilizing her face and it came off very naturally. She has a little bit of underlying sauciness. So she piqued my interest. I don't know much about the girl. We don't know much about most of the contestants, but as time goes on, obviously we'll get to know them. But Agasan del Norte, I see you, sis. Bacoor City, I like you. Like, you look like a competitor for Miss Universe Philippines. She's got the look down. She's got the styling down. It's very clean, presenting. Girl, just get some confidence. Get some confidence. And this isn't the only girl that I'm going to say this to, but there's some women that physically looking at them, like I'm just seeing them, I'm like, you look amazing. You look stunning. You look like a queen. Why do you not behave like one? It always baffles me when the most beautiful women, like they're slayed for the gods, makeup, hair, styling is on point, but their attitude is not that of a queen. They seem meek and shy and reserved. And I'm like, sis, Miss Universe Philippines, let's go. You got it. So sometimes I feel like somebody just needs to look these girls in the face and be like, babe, if you actually try, if you actually get that it girl confidence, you actually have a shot. So do not let the fans in the stands intimidate you. Show them why you should be queen, okay? Cebu Province is another woman who I would say the exact same thing to. Her styling, amazing. Like, she looks like a stunning queen. That bang is hitting, the outfit is slaying. Why was the confidence not on the same level of her look? Because her look gave me queen, but as soon as she opened her mouth and she's standing there, she seems a little bit unsure. If you're gonna present like a queen, like give us the queen vibe, give us that threatening, empowering energy. I wanna see you slay. A lot of these girls are just missing that slay factor, and I just like, grow the confidence, sis. Disrespect me on camera, it's fine. I won't take offense, just get it. Eastern Samar, another girl that had immaculate styling, slayed for the gods, looked like a queen, but didn't act like one. What is going on? Some of you girls are so cute. Now, whoever's styling these girls, by the way, absolutely phenomenal, because I know I need to like get that video out about discussing styling, but a lot of the Filipino teams understand how to style these girls properly. When I see a woman that has a very meek personality, she's soft-spoken, you do not put her in something innocent. You do not put her in something boring. A lot of these girls who have more innocent personalities, they spice it up with putting a little flavor in her outfit so she's not easily overlooked. I highly appreciate the skill of just the Philippines and their teams and everything, and people are like, oh, why do you pay attention to the Philippines? Because of the quality. Because of the quality and the content. You other nations out there who like want attention, I would love to give it to you, but you give us no content. Like us as YouTubers, where are your videos? Where are your challenges? Where are your runway walks? Where are your girls' introductions? Hell, some of you don't even upload your competitions to YouTube or any platform. How am I supposed to give you attention if you give me nothing? You give us as YouTubers nothing. Like, you fans down there who like to yell at me because I give attention to Thailand and the Philippines, Get your pageant, you know, competitions, your directors to put your stuff online or to showcase the competitors more so I have something to talk about. I love to run my mouth about pretty girls. Give me more, please. Philippines gives it to me every year. And back to what I was saying, they are really good at displaying true quality. They know how to do the styling. They know how to choose women. They're doing great. A lot of you ladies who are correctly being styled by your teams, you need to give the same confident energy that your outfit is giving. They gave you the right outfit for spicing up your, you know, more subdued personality, but we want to get you to the point where you are being a commanding force and presence on stage. A lot of these girls have the look, they just don't have the presence. Northern Samar, you're another woman that's in that list of being like well prepared and everything. You just need to get that confidence, sis. Palawan caught my eye. Number one, she's adorable. She is so cute. She is cute, but gorgeous at the same time. And then she'll go from like this cute attitude to a little bit of slayage. You can do a lot with a girl like that. Like a lot of these women I have marked down as having potential. Palawan, she's got potential. Like somebody, I don't know who her team is, but you guys can do something with her. Don't waste her because I'm sussing her right now. She's got something there. Just grow her, let her blossom, like give her some plant food, whatever it takes to make her showcase her true beauty. I want to see it because just that little bit that I saw on stage, she had a little bit of extra spice. And I'm saying, you guys, the styling, she's gorgeous. She's amazing. I could definitely see a crown on this girl's head. Another styled queen, Paranaque, who I also heard that she was also a single mother. Now that we have the rule change from Miss Universe, they're allowing different types of women in different stages of life to compete. And Paranaque happens to be one of those ladies. And I love that shortcut, sis. I love it. Oh my gosh. Not everybody can rock it, but she rocks it so well. Outfit slayed for the gods. You look like a queen. I am loving the styling so freaking much on some of these girls. Like you're hitting, you're slaying. Get the confidence and bloom. Surigao del Norte is another woman that looks like a Miss Universe Philippines, okay? Presentation on lock. A lot of you ladies have the look. You just got to get the performance capability and the confidence. And this is very integral for going up against the other women that I said earlier in the video with BOHOL and Makati and Cavite. These women are veterans. These women are comfortable. They're confident. They have very minor things that need fixing with them in order for them to win. Especially Samantha. That is the girl you guys need to take out because she is not lacking in any specific category. It's going to be something very minor that would take her down. So a lot of you women need to step up your game immediately. And I'm not even talking about the women I just mentioned. I'm talking BOHOL and Makati. Y'all are going to get ran over by Samantha if you do not get some sauce and spice in your life because she's built for international competition. That girl is ready to go. And if I had to crown somebody right now, it's gonna be Samantha. But we are very early in the Miss Universe Philippines selection process. So I know that the Philippines is likely going to release future content for us to get to know the women. And I love that. Why don't other countries do that? Like I would talk about your country if you did do that. United States, please, please. But in the meantime, Philippines, thank you for spoiling me. In the comment section below, let me know who are your favorite competitors. Who are you looking out for? Who do you think I need to look out for? Now, you guys know I don't know the back history of all these girls, and I know most of you know them more than I do. So let me know what you think. You know, I'm just an outside, unbiased perspective on what I see on stage. As much as I love some of the veterans, CJ, Zombalist, okay, I do. I am not so biased as to not see that Samantha is a clear front runner here, but CJ she's gonna be fine, okay? She's gonna be very consistent in her styling and she's gonna do great. Right, CJ? So put your comments in the comment section below. Let us all know what you think, what we're looking out for. Make sure you notify me as soon as Miss Universe Philippines drops something else. What other treats that they have in store? I know the girls are doing headshots. I'm super excited. Like, let me know as soon as it hits YouTube. I don't care what time it is. Wake me up, okay? Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And remember, I love you and I will miss you, but you know I will be back in a future video. Bye!